21 stories that morgue workers were kind enough to share with us just for our own morbid entertainment. This worker worked in infection control at the hospital and was often called down to the morgue when there's containment issues. So on one particular night, a body was brought in, came from a body of water, so the patient was already swollen and all that good stuff. It was at least a few days since the time of death. This was a guess. They didn't actually have access to any of the actual patient files beside him when he was called down there, so he was only speculating. The patient did not have any positive results that came back from the lab, so he didn't really quite understand why he got called in. So what happens is, in all suspicious autopsies that are performed at a single location in his state, since the body was found on a Friday, they're to keep the body stored in a cool place, the meat locker, as they would call it. So it could be transported on a Monday. This is not abnormal, but here's what happened. So as you can guess what happened, the body was actually stored in an old refrigerator unit that came out of the old cafeteria. Well, over the course of that weekend, that refrigerator system actually failed. And as you can guess, the gases and other things within the body ended up expanding because it ended up getting warm. So when this morgue worker was, or this infectious disease guy was called down to take an investigative look at the body, he was smack dab in the face with one of the most putrid smells that he could have ever imagined. So, yeah, not crazy morbid, but as you guys probably had guessed, this is what actually happens when the body is out in heat instead of being placed in the meat locker, only to expand and swell, and eventually those gases have to escape one way or another. So I hope you enjoyed this little story. You guys have a wonderful Monday. Enjoy your work week, and I look forward to seeing you all back here a little later.